Hi, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. My name is FM Jellico, and you're watching the Dafuge Challenge, Episode 7, with Enfield Town FC. We're about halfway through the season. 25 games played, and we are currently sitting in 7th, which is a playoff position. 12 wins, 6 draws, 7 losses, and 42 points. Billericay Town is still top of the table. They're running away with it. One of the teams we're playing today, Havant Waterloo, is in 2nd place, although there are quite a few teams that are challenging for it. I would say anyone from Woking on up has a chance to get into the playoffs. Personnel-wise, we've had some really good performances. I am going to shrink this over here so you can see more of this in. Joe Ray leads everybody with appearances. He's got 1 goal, 10 assists, and 3 players of the match. Tom Ashton is our player of the year so far. 25 appearances, 24 goals, 10 assists, 7 players of the match. Montel Moore, 25 appearances, 18 goals, 5 assists, and 2 players of the match awards as well. Greeny has had a pretty solid season. 20 starts. He was injured for a while. 3 goals, 5 assists, 2 players of the match. Got a lot of assist guys here. Cook has had 1 goal and 5 assists. Abiel Bafemi, 9 goals, 2 assists, 2 players of the match. Mostly in relief appearances. I think our average rating leader is going to be Tom Ashton at a 7.46. Lucas Green Birch is a little bit behind him at 7.43, but he's only played 6 games so far. But he is back. He is healthy. And I'm hoping to get some good things out of him. Schedule-wise, we've won our past 2 games. After the 1-1 draw at Hampton and Richmond Borough, we went away to Wealdstone, and we won 4-2. Wealdstone outshot us, but they didn't have as many on target. And they suffer from the same problem we do. A lot of their shots are from outside the box. You'll notice almost all of ours were inside the box. That is great. Tom Ashton had a hat trick. Montel Moore also had a goal as well. This was a pretty solid win for us. And next up came Bath City, and we trounced them. Everybody was expecting Bath to win. For whatever reason, they just couldn't connect. They had 1 more shot and not as many on target. They definitely had the possession advantage, but they couldn't do anything with it. Ashton had a brace, Moore had a goal, Obafemi had a goal, and Ashton had a missed penalty as well. But this was one of our better games that we've played. It was well done. So today we are playing Havant Waterloo, and then we're going to play Boreham. I changed my settings from extended to key. Hopefully we'll get through these games a little bit faster, and let's get underway. So Havant Waterloo is starting Austin in goal, Mundlesmith, Stevens, Kettle, and Sue on the back line. Dowdy, Carter as the midfielders, Mills, Lewis, and Barzy as the advanced midfielders, and Iba as the lone striker. They are playing a 4-2-3, and they have Young, Harris, Tyler, Pingling, and Shaw on the bench. We are playing our 3-4-3 asymmetric. Fright in goal, England, Upton, Thompson as the defensive backs, Greeny, Ray, DaCosta, and Green as the midfielders, Ashton, Moore, and Lucas Green Birch as the strikers. So I've been having some technical difficulties getting episode 6 uploaded. I think there was an issue with the handbrake settings I was using. I record in 1080. I've got the computer to do it. I've got the processing power to do it. Oh, more on the nice. Oh, just wide. And each episode I've recorded has been anywhere from 3.5 to 4 gigs. Handbrake is a program that'll compress that down without losing quality, but for some reason it was changing. Oh, Ashton with a nice goal. Let's see that again. So Ray to Greeny, over to Moore, feeds it to Ashton, all alone. Oh, wide right. Keeper left all that open. If he'd missed that, I would have been surprised. But anyhow, the preset I was using on handbrake was taking it out of 1080 and putting it into 360. Nice save by the goalie there. England has it. And he's tripped by Kettle. Stevens has it for Havant. Intercepted by Greeny. Kicks it back to Fryatt. Kettle loses it. Dowdy has it. Gives it back to Enfield. Green Birch has it. Breaks through the line. Oh. Angle was a little bit too tight. Ashton to Moore. Across the way. Green saves it. Lumps it forward, but it's too far. Kettle has it, being chased by Green Birch. Kettle knocks it out to Barzy. He's running down the right side. Defense is set up. Greeny tries a tackle but misses. DaCosta intercepts. Moore has it. Kicks it forward to Green Birch, who's got it all alone, and he skies it high and left. It's nice to have him back on the field. Mundell Smith has it. No, but anyway, back to handbrake. For some reason, it was taking my video out of 1080 and setting it down to 360, and it just looked horrible when I watched it back. So hopefully I've got that fixed. If not, I'm going to have to go wake up my son and bring him down here and have him fix it for me. Moore feeds it up to Ashton. On the cross, Green Birch tried heading it but missed. Green on the cross and right to the goalie. Ray. England with the header over. Yeah, I'd hate to think where we'd be without Tom Ashton. He's been our player of the year so far. If he doesn't win player of the year, I will be pleasantly surprised. DaCosta heads it up to Moore. He's going to kick it back out to Ray. Back to DaCosta. Over to Thompson. Tried one touching it and skied it high and right. Coming up on halftime. We're doing pretty well. 8 shots, 3 on target. Slight possession advantage. I still can't get all of my team on the same page. Havant with the ball. Stevens gives it away to England. Over to Greeny. To Ray. Yeah. Okay. That was interesting. Carter with the penalty kick from outside the box. Missed high. 50 minutes down. So we are in the middle of the transfer window. I don't know that we'll be making any additions. They'd have to be some very good players for us to consider. Barzy with the cross. Lost in the crowd. Headed back out. Greeny kicks it forward to Moore. He's got some help. Jumps one. Over to Ashton. Kicks it back to Greeny. Almost loses it. He's being chased. Kicked forward to Ashton. Options. Right at Austin. I've got the scouts out. We're looking at this competition. We're looking at the FA Cup competition for the lower teams as well. I mean, if we find a diamond in the rough that I can keep here. Oh, nice tackle by DaCosta. Greeny kicks it forward to Ashton. That ends. You know, if I can find a diamond in the rough that I can keep and train up and he'll help the team down the road and he doesn't cost us a ton of money, I will definitely do that. It's safe to say the team we have this year is not going to be the team we have next year. Nice block by Fryatt. But Shaw with the corner. England heads it out to Barzy. Back to Shaw. No. Foul. Free kick to us. I think after this sequence we'll substitute out some of our tired players. We're playing Boreham again in 3 days, I want to say. Don't have a lot of breaks in between games at this point in the season. Tyler to Carter. Up to Lewis. cross to Barzy, to Carter, to Sue, back to Carter, Lewis, wide right. So Morrison is going to come in for Upton. Lucas Dawson is going to come in for Ray, just to keep him healthier. You know, Obafemi's going to come in for Lucas Greenbirch. He's still getting his sea legs under him, as it were. Part of me wonders where we'd be if Lucas Greenbirch had been healthy all season too. He and Ashton would have been. Well, you don't really want to extrapolate out just from Lucas Greenbirch's first few games, but sometimes you can't help it. Moore tried feeding it, but kicked it away to a Hampton player. Greeny, long cross over to Green, who has it. Into Obafemi. Back to Green. Nice cross in. Ashton. Nice header. It's another brace for him. Oh, very nice. I usually don't get a lot of long crosses like that, but every once in a while they come through and they're very nice to watch. Mundell Smith to Stevens. Crosses it over to Barzy. Back to Mundell Smith. Loses it. Kicks it away to England. He kicks it up to Ashton. Over to Moore. Back to Ashton. Greeny. Oh, I'm for Obafemi by himself. And a nice goal. That's his 10th this season. That was a nice feed by Dawson, too. Yeah, the defender just got caught flat-footed there. He watched the pass go right over his head. Couldn't do anything about it. 3-0. Oh, DaCosta off the woodwork. Yet another woodwork save. DaCosta with the corner. Headed away. Moore has it. Back to DaCosta. Over Dawson. He is fouled. Free kick coming up. You know, I think we'll come off attacking and go back to the counter. Green, long pass forward to Moore. And he has a nice shot. 4-0. This is going to be our back-to-back 4-0 game if the score stands. 2 games without the opponent scoring a goal. It's been really good. Ashton up to Moore. Over to Obafemi, who loses it. Mundell Smith kicks it away to Barzy. Oh, nice avoiding the tackle there. Crosses it in, but it's headed away. Tyler has it for Havant. Back to Shaw. Back to Carter. To Tyler. Tried, I guess maybe that was a long pass, but Fry came up and collected it. 10 minutes left. Greeny kicks it forward up to Ashton all alone. And he skies it, but he's already got a hat. No, he doesn't have a hat trick. He's already got a brace. Maybe he doesn't want to show off. Oh, Ashton takes the ball away. Headed in by Moore. 5-0. It's his 20th of the season. One of the defenders made an absolute boneheaded error here. Let's see what happens. Yes, Hugh has it. Ashton takes it away from him. Moore heads it in. I am still conflicted about Moore. I think a lot of it's going to boil down to, can I get Lucas Greenbirch back? If I can't, I'll keep Moore. If he doesn't cost a ton. Oh, and they get a late goal. That was cheap. Cross, Pingling has it. Kicked away by Ashton, but not far enough, and they put it back in the net. Well, there goes the clean sheet. But you know what? 5 goals makes up for the loss of a clean sheet. Very excellent game. 16 shots on goal, 8 on target. Part of your performance. And still half the team is, no, nothing specific. No, I didn't. Yeah, okay, boss. Yeah, we scored 9 goals the past 2 games, but you know. Okay, coming up next, our FA Trophy game against Boreham. We will see you in a second. So I sat down, I thought about it, and I mapped a couple of things out numbers-wise. My 3 highest played players at the moment, even before Obafemi signed his new contract, were Obafemi, Green, and Moore. And I can only keep 2 of them. Well, I could keep 3 of them, but that would cause me problems down here on the lower end. I mean, this is my team in its entirety at the moment. This is everybody except those on the U18 team, and I really don't have a lot of those guys left. And a lot of them were on contracts that were ending fairly soon. So there were some players I knew I wanted to keep, and there were some players who I knew I didn't want to keep. As an example, Cameron Walker, I am not re-signing. Jacob Cook, I am not re-signing. But like Fryatt, Ashton, Ray, Upton, Thompson, Green penned a new deal. Morrison penned a new deal. Ashton, 220 pounds a week for a striker who in 18 starts has 16 goals and 5 assists and is on a 7.28. That's definitely value for money. Obafemi went up to 375, 5 goals and 10 appearances and 8 sub-appearances with some goals in the cup and the trophy. I want to keep more, but there's things Obafemi does that Moore just can't, especially speed-wise. And they're not that far off on the mentals or the technicals or the vision or anything like that. Moore's advantage is his defending. He's a little bit more physical, and he's a little bit better in some of the other departments. But I'm playing him as a striker, and I'm not worried about his defending skills as a striker. And frankly, this level of 3 is not all that much more different than a 6. Yes, Moore has 16 goals in 23 appearances. It seems like he has a lot less, but he and Ashton have been a very good combination. But I think, especially if I can get Lucas Green Birch back in on loan, or Port Vale has not re-signed him yet. His contract expires in 6 months. I'm going to keep an eye on this. If, for whatever reason, Port Vale doesn't re-sign him, I'm going to pounce as fast as I can. And if another team gets to him first, I am willing to overspend a little bit to get Lucas Green Birch. 4 goals in 5 games. You know, going back to the Moore comparison. You know, yeah, Moore's a little bit well-rounded in the defending and the vision sort of things, but he's not that much better technically or even physically. And Lucas Green Birch has more speed, and he's 6 years younger than Moore. I can't pass that up, especially if I can get Lucas Green Birch in. Boreham Wood is starting Smith in goal, Critchlow Noble, we're calling him Noble, Ayoma, Turley, and Smith as the defensive line, Ricketts and McGregor as the midfielders, Morrison, Hallam, and Green as the attacking midfielders, and Francis as the striker. They have Burbridge, Barrett, Rawlinson, Gornell, and Champion on the bench. We have Fryatt in goal, Morrison, Thompson, and Upton as the defensive backs, Greeny, Ray, DaCosta, and Henchcliffe as our midfielders. Henchcliffe is coming back from injury. He's only going to see probably about 60 minutes. And then we have Ashton Moore and Lucas Green Birch as the strikers. We have Welch Hayes, Green, England, Obafemi, and Dawson on the bench. See, even my assistant can't get more than half the team on the same page. Boreham Wood with the kickoff. Noble bombs it forward. Fry collects it. Oh, this is going to be horrible calling these names out. White names against a white background. I still haven't found a solution to that other than possibly going back to 2D. Ashton, nice shot. A minute in, we are 1 up. Moore with a very nice assist. And Ray takes it away. Moore just taps it to Ashton. He doesn't miss many of those. Fry it to Hinchcliffe. Green Birch to Ashton. Now meant for Greeny, but it was intercepted. Morrison has it. Back to Thompson, to DaCosta, to Ray, to Ashton. And he gets another one 2 minutes later. Oh, he's making this look too easy. Morrison has it. Crosses it in. No. Oh, off the woodwork. Woodwork save. And we're good for one of those a game, it seems. I do think one of the things that's really helped us is that formation-wise, we haven't changed from game to game to game to game. Yes, I have 3 formations trained. Oh, Morrison, and he misses. Oh, to Green, who kicks it right to Fry. Heads it right to Fry, rather. Yes, I'm training 3 formations, but they're all very much similar. Green Birch with a long shot, saved by Smith. Now I'm training a 4-4-2, a 4-3-3, and this 3-4-3 that I play. Green Birch to Thompson. Back to Ray. Oh, he kicked it to the wrong side of Ashton. Smith has it to Ricketts. Turley. Wide left. Yeah, I'm not playing a 4-1-2-3 and then a 4-2-3-1. You know, I've got the personnel to play those, but these are the formations that my guys fit best in. And this is, oh, Fry it with a nice save. And Morrison kicks it away. Can he get there before Francis gets it? Green has it and booted away by Greeny. Nope, they got a green as well. And McGregor heads it out the wrong way. Nope, that wasn't McGregor. That was one of our guys. My McGregor's on the bench. My McGregor's actually on the under 20 on the U18 team. He's kind of upset about it. Ashton has it. Morrison bounces it off, but it goes right to Green. Turley collects it. Smith kicks it out to the midfield. Hallam has it, challenged by Ray, feeds it to Francis. A long shot. Still 2 up. A nice solid game again. Coming up on halftime. Ray with the corner, headed back out to DaCosta, over to Thompson. Does this turn one touch thing that he likes, and he's just not good at it. He tried that last game and missed wide right. That time there, he banged it into a Boreham Wood player. Tom Ashton, 2 goals in 4 minutes. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Keep it up, guys. Oh, good grief. Ray, back to Thompson. Lump forward to Ashton. Ray has it. Ray to Greeny. Moore wasn't paying attention. Ray has it again. Out to Hinchcliffe, who heads it down. Feeds Green Birch. And another woodwork save. It's a solid strike by the lone player. DaCosta, corner in. Headed out. Boreham has it. Oh, this could be trouble. Hallam's only got one person to beat. Oh, and Greeny. Nice tackle. Oh, headed right to Fry. Good save. Seemed kind of surprised he caught it. Boreham's actually had more shots than we have. Ashton takes away the throw in. Kicks up to Green Birch. Oh, just wide left. Now Morrison misses right from Boreham Wood. Coming up on 60 minutes. We'll make some substitutions here after this. Fry it to Hinchcliffe, who heads it and misses it, but Green Birch is there. Back to DaCosta, who feeds Ray, who pings it out. And DaCosta kicked it again, but it bounced off a Boreham Wood player. You know what? After the corner, we'll get these guys in. Green is going to come on for Hinchcliffe. England's going to come on for Upton, and I'll save my second one. It'll probably be one of the strikers coming out. DaCosta with the corner kick. Upton heads it over to Morrison, who has it. It's taken away by Ayoma. Good sliding tackle there. DaCosta with the throw-in. Ricketts sends it forward to Francis. Back to Morrison. Back to Francis. Oh, he's got options. Oh, nice save by Fryatt. Oh. Morrison, oh, another saved by the crossbar. They have had two good chances blocked by the post and the crossbar today. I actually think that'd be kind of funny to see the goal as a player of the match. Hinchcliffe's got a pulled groin. You know what? We'll get him off. No, I took Hinchcliffe off already. That's Green. Oh, nuts. Do I have anybody? You know, we'll put Dawson up there. He's a mid-center, but he's also a defensive right, so you can play the right. You just can't really play it this far up. I'm totally going to jinx this. We're okay. We're up 2-0 with 15 minutes left. YouTubers talk about getting FM'd, or the infamous bottle job. I've got another save going on, just a journeyman save that I'm doing for myself. And I kid you not, I was ahead 3-2. Nice save by Fryatt. Smith has it. I was ahead 3-2 in the 89th minute. And the team I was playing got 3 goals in 2 minutes by the same guy. To lose. And I literally was just... I couldn't believe it. Taking more off just so he doesn't do more damage to himself. He had a gashed leg. So, you know, we're going to drop Ray back. I can't drop Ray back. He's even worse than Dawson is. You know, we're going to bring DaCosta up out of the Volante. Make him a deep line playmaker on defend. It was just, oh, it was horrible. I've actually got a thread on it on the SI forums where it's literally entitled, "So You Think You Were FM'd." I mean, this wasn't just an FM job. This was like a mugging in an alley FM job, sort of. Oh, it was just, I felt physically ill. But I don't feel physically ill after this. Tom Ashton, 2 goals in 4 minutes. More than enough to see us through. The defense held strong. The goal had 2 saves for us. I'm liking it. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to look. Oh, good God. Just for once, I'd like to see that all green. Just for once. I haven't seen it green all season. I don't know that that's a lot to ask for. Okay, we've got the third round draw coming up in a little bit. Once we see who we're playing there and when we're playing them, we'll figure out who we're playing next. Well, we're playing Aldershot Town in the third round. The good news is that Moore is only out 7 to 10 days with a gash leg. The not so good news is we're getting to a point where the league is really starting to separate itself. 44 points is good for 7th place. And there's a 3-point gap between that and 8th. So far, we're in 6th. And I'll be honest, now that I am in a promotion battle, I kind of want to stay there. I think where we are, we'd really have to stumble and fall really hard to not get mid-table. But we're here, we may as well fight for it. Money-wise, this says we're over, but I think it's because it's counting contracts that I just signed players to. Their year extensions are up and I re-sign them rather than lose them. So we're over by 600 pounds. I'm okay with that. We got $7,000 for winning our second round FA Trophy match, which is always handy. Let's see what the schedule looks like here. Well, this is something I haven't really looked at all that much, but the through ball is definitely our most common assist. Those long passes have just been very, very nice. You wouldn't think our guys were that technically proficient, and to be honest, they're not that technically proficient. But more often than not, they get it in the general area, and our strikers are fast enough to get to them. 21st in aggression. I guess that's okay. I mean, I wouldn't want to be ranked first. We'd probably have a ton more yellow cards. And then our average age is 20. We are definitely a very young team. As much as I would like to work on the training facilities and the youth facilities and that, it's just, we just don't have the money for it. We're not going to get it. I need to try this again too. Okay. Now, I tried this at the beginning of the year, and they came back and said, we can't find anybody to partner with, which is either someone else saying, we're not going to partner with you because of who you are and your finances and whatnot, or maybe at the time there was just nobody out there looking for an affiliate. Frankly, at this point, I will take anybody. Let's see what the schedule looks like here. Aldershot Town is in a few weeks. And then Western Supermare. They're in 16th, but that could be a good game for us. I don't think I've ever played them before either, so. And that gives us both a home and away fixtures, which is something I'd like to try and keep doing. And then after that, we're getting to the very end of the season. And this is going to be interesting. Billericay Town is one of our last final games, but it looks like, who do we have? Gloucester, Woking, Boreham, Chelmsford, Eastbourne. Yeah, it's not going to be easy to stay where we are, that's for sure. We're going to need some help. And I just don't see it happening. In our last 6 league games, we have won 4, tied 1, and lost 1. That 4-3 loss to top of the table Billericay Town. We've scored 17 goals. We've had 8 goals scored against us. And I didn't realize that till I was looking at the schedule. This means playoffs are a distinct possibility, especially if our form stays true and we avoid the injury bug that hit us earlier in the year. That kind of scares me because we're not ready for promotion. Which means I'm not going to turn it down if we do somehow manage to get promoted. It just means staying up is going to be that much harder. But that's a challenge we're looking forward to. As always, if you've liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 18 content. Questions, comments, criticisms, please leave them down below in the comment section. I will do my best to answer each and every one of them. As always, my name is FM Jellicoe, and I thank you for watching.